Well, it's not often I bring you happy, great, joyous news, but yesterday it really is good news. Nicola Sturgeon has resigned. Hooray! Get out the flags. Now, why do I say this? Not just because I disagree with her politically, but having met her on several occasions, debated against her, I've got to tell you, I've said this before, I think she's just about the most unpleasant person I've ever met in politics anywhere in the world. But there's a big lesson here, and one we can all, I think, take great heart from. So often, people who've got traditional views, people who believe in Christianity, who believe in the family, who believe in our traditions, our history, and our culture, those of small c, conservative values, get very down and very depressed. I get emails from some of you every day saying, it's all over, it's a disaster, we can't win, the woke agenda is marching forwards. And yet, the big lesson from this is that Sturgeon went way too far with her radical trans agenda, the idea that a 16-year-old, without any medical consultation in Scotland, could simply change their gender. Well, she may have thought that was wonderful, and she, after all, was the Queen of Woke, but 80% of Scotland and the rest of the United Kingdom did not think this was a good idea. The moral of the story is simple. There is a big silent majority in this country for common sense. The reason the radical left are able to change our language, to even suggest that we change the gender of God, the reason they're allowed to do all this is because of conservative cowardice. We don't have a conservative party, but we ourselves have all got our voices. We can say what we think. We can tell opinion pollsters when they call us what we think. The lesson from the Sturgeon situation is the pendulum can swing back. We can get victories for common sense. And now that she's gone, maybe we should turn our thoughts to Mayor Khan and his ULEZ extension, which is the beginning, I think, of road pricing for all of us. That's just one little example. Please, folks, however bad it looks, don't give up. Sturgeon's intransigence has done for her career, and with it, the idea that Scotland should break away from the United Kingdom is now over 10 points behind. So she's trashed everything that Salmond and she had fought for. And at the end of the day, Scotland is better off, I think, staying part of the United Kingdom. We can beat the radical left. We can beat the woke loonies. Today's a day to celebrate, take heart, and say to ourselves, we're going to fight even harder for common sense in the future.